The night I found out who she really was. It was supposed to be an ordinary Friday. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just another end to another long week. She mentioned a work gathering, a small celebration for her marketing team. They'd landed a new client, something worth toasting over. She made it sound trivial. Usual. Low-key, she called it. Said I'd be bored stiff. All marketing jargon, you'd hate it. She tossed over her shoulder while misting perfume onto her collarbone, never even looking at me. At the time I brushed it off. Why wouldn't I? She'd gone to events before. But now, looking back, I see all the cracks I missed. The details that didn't add up. Like the new lingerie. She slipped it on without a word, like it was just part of the routine. But it wasn't. I knew that set. I bought it for her birthday. She told me it was too special to wear just anywhere. Then there was the black dress. Bleak. Elegant. The one she used to say made her feel dangerous. The one she used to save for our nights. When I asked who would be there, she paused just for a second. Said, the usual crew. But her voice wavered. Barely. Just enough for my chest to tighten. I offered to drive her. She refused a little too quickly. I'll just Uber, she said. Easier that way. I nodded, said nothing. But deep down something twisted. A voice I hadn't heard in years started whispering. Still, I didn't want to be that guy. Jealous, insecure, clingy. I'd never been that man. But when something feels off, it buries itself in your bones. It festers. So, at 10:15 p.m., instead of waiting on the couch like she asked, I picked up my keys and drove. I didn't tell her. I didn't even know what I was looking for. I just knew I couldn't sit still any longer. The address she gave for the party wasn't far. Maybe a 15-minute drive. A neighborhood way too expensive for a junior marketing celebration. Big houses, manicured hedges, designer cars parked in wide driveways. That was red flag number 1. I parked 2 streets away, killed my headlights and walked. The closer I got, the more I realized how rehearsed everything felt. The music drifting through the air wasn't loud. No blaring bass or drunken shouting. Just soft, curated playlists and clean, polite laughter. It didn't feel like a party. Felt like a performance. I didn't go in. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't want to ruin the illusion just yet. I circled around the side and stopped near the back patio, hiding just behind a row of hedges. That's where I saw her. Through the glass doors, under the soft glow of pendant lights. There she was. Not tipsy. Not giddy. Sober. Elegant. Composed. Standing in that black dress. The one she used to say she wore only for me. And she was kissing someone. Not a drunken mistake. Not a stolen moment. A real kiss. Slow, deep, and deliberate. The kind you give to someone who makes you feel safe. Who makes you feel home. My hands curled into fists. I didn't even realize I'd grabbed the brick wall beside me until I felt the sting in my palm. Then the man turned. Elias. Her ex. The same Elias she used to cry over. The one she claimed had broken her beyond repair. The one she said she hated. Said she'd never speak to again. Apparently, he wasn't as far in the past as she claimed. I could have walked away. Could have driven home and pretended none of this ever happened. But something inside me cracked. The kind of crack that doesn't mend. I walked around the front and knocked once before pushing the door open. The room didn't go silent all at once. The sound died in ripples. One conversation paused, then another, until only the music remained. She saw me immediately. She stepped back from Elias like she could erase what I'd just seen. Her face went pale, eyes wide. She opened her mouth but said nothing. Then Elias looked at me, brows knitting with confusion before it clicked. "You didn't tell him?" he asked. His voice loud enough to slice through the air like a knife. She didn't respond. Just stared at me, begging with her silence. "You didn't tell him about us," Elias said again. And that was it. That was when the last thread inside me snapped. I looked straight at her, voice low and steady. "So, this isn't new." She didn't deny it. Just swallowed hard. "How long?" I asked. She hesitated. A few months. I laughed, not out of humor but out of disbelief. A few months. You've been coming home to me, sleeping next to me, looking me in the eyes, all while sneaking off to him. Her bottom lip trembled. Elias stepped back, uncomfortable. He looked like he wanted to disappear. He reached out first, she muttered. I didn't plan this. It just happened. No, I said sharply. You didn't accidentally end up here. You didn't get confused. You got comfortable with lying. That's not confusion. That's cowardice. The silence that followed was suffocating. I drove across the city tonight to pick you up, I said. Because I still cared. But you weren't planning on coming home with me, were you? She stepped forward. Please, she whispered, gripping my arm. Don't leave like this. We need to talk. I shook her hand off gently. You didn't want to talk when you were kissing him. I turned and walked out, not once looking back. I don't know if she cried afterward. I don't know if Elias stayed. I don't care. That night I lost someone I once thought I loved. But I found someone else, me. The version of myself who refuses to settle. Who refuses to be lied to, made small, or treated like an afterthought. And I made myself a promise. Never again will I be the man waiting outside while someone else holds what's mine. Never again.